and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first down throw from Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First down, Steelers.
A quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Ito Smith, his first carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Black. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Monroe. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, Monroe. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. We're scoreless after 1. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Throwing, Mayfield. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal. Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game. It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Under 10, 10. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rip left, rip left.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
180, 58, come on. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
1st down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That's the one you make the speed.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man Johnson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Complete to number 19. 1st down and goal to go.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming! 55's Mike, guys, 55. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 4. forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick your game up. Shit, watch the shit. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by Sanders. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's right, baby.
On 3rd down, Monroe. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go now. Eat together. Eat. And keep it up. Come on. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go heavy.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. On first down, Monroe, he'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now from the 50. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down. Monroe. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Back now in the East Bay. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
At the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Joker, Joker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Hurry, hurry.
On 3rd down, Monroe. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Rip right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about that?
That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check 55, Mike. 55, Mike, guys, 55.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's into the clear. The 20. 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
Check, ready. 54 to base. 54, Mike. Now watch Roy, watch Eddie Weber. Mike, ready.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's not going to get me. Zoom, zoom.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.